take this as permission. If you have a Twitch stream or you want to use my music in one of your videos or something, this is your permission. Go ahead and use the music.
So what's up, YouTube? What's up? Cancer. I hate to talk about it. I hate thinking about it. When commercials come on and they talk about like this and that, like I hate to even bring it into my mind here, you know. But that said, I've also been a little intrigued to hear what Tom's take is, and I think that's what happens when we really get into an artist and we constantly see something we're trying to avoid, kind of like a car crash. You don't want to look, but you end up looking. Everybody ends up looking. So I'm going to face my my fear. It's not really... It's important you don't look at it like a fear. You don't want to connect to it in that way, because I believe our thoughts become reality. So is that deep? How deep is that to you? Do you guys believe that? I believe it. And I still take thoughts that I probably shouldn't take every day, even though I know. And, you know, I've raised my kids, programmed my kids in a way when I say, man, I'm not really feeling too good right now. My kid, Killian, my middle son, will tell me, if you say so, Dad, you choosing to be that way. And I believe and agree with exactly what I'm telling him. I know it's true. And it's just when it's thrown right back at you like that, it's heavy. It hits hard. So I'm going to just turn this song on right now and talk less. So let's do this.
Everybody knows someone who's sick. 40% will get cancer. Only half's gonna live. Your mom and your dad and your sister stand inside a room, and someone won't survive it. Do you hope it isn't you? I swear that cancer has a cure, but they're refusing to make it. They've done like 40 years of research, 90 billion in donations. We've been running for the cure and wearing ribbons for ages. Why are people still going through radiation? It's crazy. $100 billion industry, they can't afford to end it, and nobody wants to die. Our only option is to spend it. We'd give anything to stick around for just another second. Give a fortune to the doctors who promise they can extend it. The profits are astronomical. The hospitals and the clinics are filling coffins with dollars. It's awful, let's just admit it. We're all human, we'll keep fighting cause it's how we survive. But it's scary cause we don't know where we'll go when we die. Don't give up, I know you're strong. Show them all your fire.
Whoa.
But you are fire when it's dire. You burn brighter in the dark. You're a survivor when you're tired. You hold tighter, you have heart. Nothing matters if you don't have your health. All the money in the world doesn't help. The good might go to heaven and the bad might go to hell. But no one wants to leave here, you can tell. And cancer touches everyone, it's in our genetics. And our world's become so toxic, it's all carcinogenic. We've polluted the water, the air, the food we're ingesting is full of hormones and poison. Our population's infected. They sell us cigarettes and liquor, built a business on addictions.
Dude, man, isn't that so true? Just this morning, before I came in here to listen to a song, I was watching I think it was an older episode of like a 90-day fiance. Is that what they call it? Where somebody's coming in from out of the country to marry somebody else. And there was this Russian guy, and maybe you guys have seen it, but he's in the kitchen with the woman he's going to marry. And let's think. They have a child together already. And they're living at her sister's house, who's really obese. And the wife he's going to marry is also obese. Kinda. Not so bad, but obese in the sense I might say I'm overweight or something like that. Maybe a little more. Her a little more. But anyway, they're in the kitchen and they're putting groceries away or something like that. And this Russian guy goes in there and he's like, this veggie straws. This is not vegetables. You know, this is vegetables. He holds up like a head of lettuce or something like that. And that's barely vegetables, right? There's not much in a head of lettuce. But it's so true, man. all the food, you know, the crap they're spraying in the air, the deodorant we wipe under our arms, the hair gel, the suntan lotion, the bug spray, like, and they tell you it all causes cancer. But you know what? I think more than anything, don't buy into that belief and don't focus on that. If you do, you're surely to get it. But you know, that guy, the Russian guy, he's so right to say, you know, like, hey, I love you enough to piss you off about this. Stop. You're killing yourself, you know. You're breastfeeding the baby off the veggie straws. You know, you're using the veggie straws for fuel. And I don't know if that's okay, you know. I don't know if it's filtered through in some kind of decent nutrient. I mean, how? Right? What goes in comes out on some level? Yeah, for sure. But we are, you know, we're bombarded. In other countries, it's not so bad. But in America, we let a lot of things fly without correcting it. Even though we know.
Them to kill ourselves, we're dying to keep living. It's the system, it's a prison. We keep trying to
so sad.
We get cancer from keeping all of our demons a secret.
I mean, especially a child. Like, how hard is that? And where did that come from, you know? That wasn't always the case. But as the food, the quality got worse, you know, and who we got now owning the most farmland in America? Yeah. Let's go Gates, right? We need a Brandon for him. Let's go Barney. Let's do that. Let's go Barney. Gil Barney. Let's go Gil Barney. On this channel, that'll be, you know, okay. Anyway.
Don't cover the things we need to defeat it. And even if it does, then we might die from the treatment. Our best
dude, how effed up is that? My family hasn't had health insurance in years. I mean, years. Boy, since my daughter was born. I mean, my daughter needed a surgery to get a large mole removed, and luckily we had insurance to cover it, but we haven't had insurance since that. And we don't need it. We don't go. And I believe having faith is the best thing you can rely on anyway, as we've known from this last 2 years ago situation. The hospitals weren't trying to help a lot of people, so it's better off to stay healthy, to stay out of there. It was in my dad's case when he had to get out of there or else. Yeah, I can't think of the song, but you know, here we are.
Is living like we do not know what cancer is. Fight it if you have it and pray that there's something after this. Don't give up, I know you're strong. Show them all your fire. The days are hard, the nights are long. But you are
can't even imagine that.
Choose to fight when you're afraid, and you can experience strength till you struggle to carry the weight, and you won't know why you have faith till you look the devil in his face, and you don't know what you can take till you realize you didn't break.
You know, I will say this though, I have no fear of death for myself at all. I fear leaving my kids behind, and I fear the way they'll feel. I don't like the idea they'll be sad. And I darn straight don't ever want to feel that from losing one of my kids. Absolutely. I mean, I think that's just the hardest thing in the world for anybody to take. You know, I will fight a bear for my kids. I will take my life for my kids. There's not one thing I won't do for them. And I see these videos occasionally where some kid falls into like some zoo enclosure, into like an area where there's tigers or some shit, and the dad and the mom are out there crying. Like, if that happens to my kid, you're going to see on the news, this guy goes over the freaking fence. I'm going to get eaten by a tiger that day. I'm going to get my kid out of there. I can't accept the idea that they feel 1 ounce of anything without their daddy there with them. That's the struggle I have with the whole thing, you know. For myself, no fear of it. Because I know in the end, it's happiness, right? Some of the things that we live with here aren't the best. All the near-death experiences I've ever seen have all been happy. Experiences that people don't want to come back for, you know. And man, you know, I feel for you if you're in a situation where a loved one or yourself or, you know, even, God forbid, your kids. I am very, very sorry. And it needs to be eradicated. I think Tom's right. I think they have a cure for this. I absolutely do. Beautiful video. Really, really like this lighting. The way Tom looks, very touching. Yeah, and I think, man, when it's your kids, dude, when it's your kids. I'm sorry for anybody out there that lost a child to something like this. You know, losing a parent, aunt, and uncle, it's one thing. Losing your child, it's like having to cut your own leg off, right? Pray. Pray. Believe that you receive. Be healed. Be loved. Amen.